Hi, this is Jeff with Room to Discover, and this video will walk you through the steps of getting started on Khan Academy with your student account and how to connect your account with your teacher's account. So first thing to do, since we're going to be logging in with our Google for Education school accounts that your school has created for you, first thing to do is go to Google, and we want to make sure that nobody else is logged in. We're going to be logging into Khan Academy using our Google account. So whatever account is logged into Google will be the account that logs you in to Khan Academy. A lot of times, especially if this is a shared device, another student might have forgotten to log out previously. So when you come to Google, this circle with the letter in it here, it says K. That means somebody's logged in. And it's a K because the account is called Khan Teacher. So first thing you want to do is click on that if it's not you and sign out. Now that we have this blue sign in button, it means nobody's signed in. I don't actually even need to sign in here. I'm going to go right to Khan Academy. And I can see because there's a username up here, Khan Teacher was logged into both Khan Academy and to Google. So don't let this happen to you. When you're finished your work, make sure log out of Khan Academy, then log out of Google. So here we're going to also need to log Khan Teacher out of Khan Academy. Now this is what you'll get when nobody's logged in. Click on Login. This red button, continue with Google. Don't enter anything into here because we're not actually creating an account on Khan Academy. We're only going to be logging in with our Google account. Okay, and there's a bunch of names here. For yours, it might show one name with like a down arrow, and you might have to click that down arrow and then choose use another account. Okay, I'm not going to log in as Khan Teacher. I'm going to log in as Khan Student. You'll log in with whatever username your teacher has given to you. Once you log in, if it's the first time logging into your Google account, you'll get this welcome. It's going to tell you some of the rules of Google. If you want to read them, go ahead, but otherwise just click accept. Okay, it's going to ask you to create a new password. Okay, enter something that will be easy for you to remember, but hard for somebody else to figure out. You don't want to forget this password because then you're going to have to get somebody from your school to reset it later, and it's going to be an extra hassle. So try to remember it or write it down in a safe place. Okay, when this pops up, and it may be a little bit different because you're probably using Chrome, do not save the password. Never save your password on a public computer. If you save your password here, anybody who uses this computer in the future will be able to access your account and your password. However, Google is going to ask for permission to log into Khan Academy using your Google account. This we want to allow. So click Allow. It's going to ask you how old you are. Then it's going to ask what grade you're in. So just pick your grade. This doesn't matter too much because your teacher's going to set up what you learn, but Khan Academy doesn't really let you exit out of this. So just pick anything just to get this over with. Now we're at the profile page. And as you can see, it says Khan Student. It should have your username in the top right corner. And once you get to this page, you want to click on the Coaches tab. Okay. Now, here we have Join a Class. Your teacher has a code for you, and that should either be on the board or maybe they gave it to you on a piece of paper. Enter that code. So once you've entered the code correctly, your teacher's username will show up over here. That means that you've done it correctly. Okay. Once you're in the class, you're going to go up to your username in the top right and click on notifications. Even though it says 0, you actually do have a notification. You need to refresh before it shows as 1, but we'll just go and then you click on this. Okay. And if you're in 7th grade, it's probably going to say that your teacher enrolled you in 5th grade. That doesn't mean you're in 5th grade, it means that the work on Khan Academy is very advanced, and also part of the purpose of this is to review. Now, the great thing about Khan Academy is that as you answer each question correctly, it's going to move you up. So 5th grade should be easier than 7th, so the idea is that you go through 5th grade to review, and it'll actually move you ahead fairly quickly. So when you get to this 5th grade screen, we're going to use Let Us Guide the Way. It's important that you choose this one from the start. This is going to activate the real potential that Khan Academy has. Usually you come to school and you're learning about something, but with Khan Academy, the computer is learning about you. So every time you ask a question, Khan Academy is going to store that as part of your student data profile, and it's going to be able to use that to figure out what are you really good at in math and what are some things for you to work on. And then it's going to give you the questions that are not too challenging and not too easy. So once you start on this Let Us Guide the Way, it's going to give you some warm-up questions to determine where you belong. Okay, this is our mission warm-up. Get started. Move the dot to the number that equals 2 times 5 halves. Okay. What is 21 times 37? Take a guess. Okay. Now, let's say I get to this question. I'm not really sure. Okay. This is where it gets interesting. Stuck? Watch a video or use a hint. Okay. And this is going to be something that you're going to use all the time with Khan Academy, because part of the idea of challenging you is giving you things that you might not know how to do. But we don't want you to just struggle because you don't know how to do something. Khan Academy offers supports. Now, my preference is to start with a hint. I generally prefer the hints because it just shows you how to do the problem and you can read it quickly. If you want something longer, more in depth, or if you're the kind of person that would rather have somebody explain something to you than the type of person who would like to read it, then feel free to watch the video. But the video takes a little longer, especially if there's a lot of students using it at the same time. It might take a while for the video to load. So I recommend the hint. And when I take a hint, it's going to warn me. This question won't count towards your progress if you use a hint. I don't care. I just want the hint. So I'll take these, and then this is going to show me step by step, how do I solve 843 divided by 3, and by the end it gives me the answer, which is 281. Okay. Now, this brings up a very important point here, is that since Khan Academy is storing all of my answers into my profile, I don't necessarily want somebody to help me with this. As great as it is to help each other, when you're using Khan Academy, you actually are not getting penalized for wrong answers. A lot of times in school, we feel like we have to get the right answer, and if we get a wrong answer, that's no good. Here, it's actually good because it tells Khan Academy and it tells your teacher that that's something to work on. So don't be afraid of making a mistake. Don't be afraid of taking a hint because it's not going to count to your progress. And another thing that we need to do is that if somebody is helping you, whether it's your teacher, it's a student, you're at home and your brother or sister does it, make sure you take a hint, because what we're doing is we're letting Khan Academy know, okay, I could do this, but somebody help me with it. So even if you're not using the hint that they give you, it's just a way to tell the computer, I got help on this question. And that's going to make sure it doesn't speed you ahead to things that are more challenging than you need. Now, one other thing I'll show you is that if you try something, what type of angle, and let's say I choose the incorrect answer, it's going to say try again, get help, or skip for now. So those are 3 options. Like I can just try it again without help, I can get help, and that's going to bring up the hints and videos, or skip. So if something is really hard and you're like a hint or a video is not going to do it, then just do skip for now. And that's going to tell Khan Academy that that is probably not the best problem for you to work on, and it'll bring you to something else that's better for you and you can try later, okay? So based on this, I have to do one more problem to finish my warm-up. Which equation shows that 9 is a factor of 72? Okay. Now it's going to show me this is how many energy points I earned. This is the progress I made. So all of these, when it's gray, needs practice. It means you haven't really tried it yet. It's not sure if you can do it or not. Level 1 means you've tried it and you've demonstrated that you could do it. You haven't mastered it yet, because in order to master it, you're going to have to show a few times that you've gotten that question correct and that maybe you could answer it, whether it's in a word problem or on its own. But this is one way that you can keep track of your own progress by noticing whether you have needs practice or level 1. Now it's going to take me to the next task. Based on how I did on that last problem set, it's recommending multi-digit multiplication as the next task. So you can do multi-digit multiplication, but another great feature of Khan Academy is that you have options. So if I decide I'm not feeling multi-digit multiplication right now, here are the skills that are up next for me. These are all the things that Khan Academy thinks that I can work on or should work on. Based on that, you should have enough to get started using Khan Academy and getting some great practice with this platform. In the next video, I'll describe how to navigate the platform, how to choose what you're working on going forward, and how to measure your progress.